Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Gossett. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's McWilliams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Texas Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
At 1st and goal, I think a lot of people get very conservative. Let's run the football. You know, let's be very predictable. You can't be predictable, right, Palmer? You got to be aggressive, but what happened?
Well, I like the idea of calling a pass play down there, but hey, for quarterbacks, it's touchdowns, checkdowns, or throwaways. You are not taking a sack under any circumstance right there. That quarterback's got to do a better job having the clock go off in his head to keep his offense in good position to score.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Thomas looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The screen, he's got wheels, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Catch in the middle, it's Norman. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Norman. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's McWilliams. Makes him talk to the hand. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Thomas back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Inside the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. And some room to work. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's a draw. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display. Sack.
He's got it. Oh, what a caught! Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Thomas looking to fire. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback moving. Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rifles it down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Catch in the middle. It's Garcia. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Thomas back to pass. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bring in the heat. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking deep. He's got it down the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's McWilliams. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's McWilliams. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Buying some time. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's McWilliams. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort. Guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Norman. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Thomas looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Snagged in the middle. It's Norman. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Presley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Thomas back to pass. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the pressure. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Let's go. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's McWilliams. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll run play action. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Makes the catch. It's Norman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. On target over the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They kick it away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Right down the middle. This time it's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's out. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. He'll off one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.